Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Let's go to the Wall Street Journal. They say, meet your new boss. Guess what it is? Not a human being. No. It is an algorithm. That's right. I told you, AI is coming on hard. Coming on hard. It says Uber Technologies and other pioneers of so-called gig, the so-called gig economy. You know what that means? The gig economy? That means, like, if you're driving a taxi, your own person, that's a gig. Yeah. It's really not a gig, folks. Let me tell you something. You know, you're a drummer in a band, that's a gig. Going out to play that. Driving a taxi is not a gig. But we'll call it that for this. It says that Uber Technologies and other pioneers of the so-called gig economy became some of the world's most valuable private companies by using apps and algorithms to hand out tasks to an army of self-employed workers. Now these established companies like Royal Dutch Shell and even General Electric are adopting elements of that model for their full-time workforce. That's right. Companies say the new tools make them more efficient and give employees more opportunities to do new kinds of work. But the software is also starting to take on management tasks that humans have long handled, such as scheduling and shepherding strategic projects. Researchers have said now that the shift could lead to narrower roles for some managers and displace others. No, it's going to displace most managers, especially when you start talking about banks. Look at Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank says, hey, we're looking in the next 5 years, almost half of our workforce is going to be replaced by algorithms. You've got a Wall Street CEO that is modeling an algorithm after his own brain, after his own thought processes, so that when he retires, he can hand the keys of the company over to the algorithm. The hell with handing it over to somebody else that's going to screw it up. No. That's what's happening. See, this is serious. This is why, you know, if you get advice, say from parents, or even coworkers, friends, anybody that's been working for a long time, probably up in age a little bit, they have blinders on because they've seen things the same way, the way it's always been since they started working in the 70s all the way on through. And they're not seeing the emerging technology and the emerging research that's going on with regards to AI and all these algorithms, these fancy algorithms, banking functions, investment functions, teaching. Teachers out there, guess what? AI can do a much better job of teaching your kids. See, the brick and mortar schools, they were obsolete when the internet started. Once that came around, oh yeah, your National Education Association started quaking in their boots. Oh, the teachers' unions and the NEA, oh yeah. Why? Because when that happened, and when people were able to go and find things out on their own and teach themselves on their own, and you want to know why homeschooling just blew up? It was the internet. Now all of a sudden parents have all of this material at their disposal and they can come up with their own curriculum. The hell with all of this No Child Left Behind BS or all these new curriculums that are pushed on us by special interests to dumb us down. Now parents are saying, oh, no. We're going to take our children's education into our own hands, and we're going to do it ourselves. We're not going to homeschool using a public school curriculum because that would be counter to why we homeschool. So we're going to do this. We're going to use that internet. And sure enough, you got millions of families now, or millions of people that are now utilizing this all over the world, homeschooling their children and doing so successfully, you know, against the societal established type of understanding that, why, you must have 12 years of school in order to get your high school diploma so you could then go on to a 4-year university and be successful. How's that working out for a lot of you millennials out there? I got another piece I'm doing today because a lot of these millennials, they can't find jobs or they're starving in college. And they're giving plasma for $20 a shot. And it's like gold to them because they're so broke. Yeah, they're giving plasma. That's the success story of this thing. $1.6 trillion in student loan debt. Unsustainable. What? To prop up an educational complex that's long outlived its usefulness. And now you have AI that's taken the jobs away. All of these college-educated doctors, you've got these AI-controlled robots that are doing brain surgery now. Something that takes 12 hours for a human to do, the AI-powered robot's doing in 2. And it's not screwing up either. Wall Street, banks, schools. It doesn't matter. Every area of industry, every profession, from administrative assistants straight on through to CEOs, are going to be affected and affected soon, if not already, by the implementation of artificial intelligence. And right now, it's augmenting things. But just you wait, because as we go on, you will hear more and more and more stories of people who have been phased out by algorithms. And I'm telling you, folks, we're going to have a crisis here. I love how President Trump is touting all these new jobs and all this stuff, and everything's going to come back. Look at, folks, at the end of the day, his tax cuts and all that stuff primarily favor who? Primarily favor the corporations. Because let me ask you something. Are you seeing a 15% reduction in your taxes? No. Corporations are. You aren't. And because of that, he has all the faith in the world that that money that would be saved by reducing the corporate tax rate is going to trickle down to you, right? Because that's what happens, right? It doesn't go to shareholders. It doesn't increase the dividend, does it? No, it's going to go to you. It's going to go to you, the common man, right? No, it's not. So let's be real, folks. The truth of the matter is, as time goes on, AI phases out more of these jobs to the point where they're not going to be able to kick the can down the road anymore. And we're going to have a lively discussion about how society functions when nobody can work for money to then use to pay their bills or to buy goods and services. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to, as humanity, transition from a system that we have basically used since humanity started or soon after? So that's a question that humanity now has to face. And I don't know. I personally wouldn't mind if an algorithm was my boss right now. Hell, I wouldn't mind if all our jobs were replaced by algorithms, because then we could actually do what we want to do, explore what we want to explore, live how we want to live. Let's let the robots do the work. I'm all for it. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. #WakeTheFlock Up. Have a great day.